Hi guys, welcome back to Double Take Debate. Just finished watching the New York Knicks hand Miami a consecutive loss, a back-to-back loss. First to the Washington Wizards, now to the New York Knicks without Carmelo Anthony in the Heat's building. It's a shocking result. I've been tweeting all night. I thought the Knicks could push them. I thought with good three-point shooting, a quick up-tempo game, they could really push the Heat. I thought the Heat would do enough to win because they'd be motivated. They want to prove people wrong after the Wizards debacle. But Raymond Felton, as I said, would be the key. I said him, between himself, Jason Kidd and Tyson Chandler, they'd be the key. I know that's probably easier said than done in hindsight, and when you look at Melo, they are obviously the three biggest stars, but I thought it was so vital he'd have a big game. He's been rejuvenated since playing for the Knicks again. He had a really bad year at the Bobcats, but it wasn't that long ago, before the trade, which secured Melo for the Knicks, that Felton was balling in New York, and he's doing it again. He's got 27 points, 7 assists, and he hit 6 threes. And it wasn't all just about him, but he was the main reason. He kept that offense flowing, good decisions. He didn't turn the ball over that much against, a very generally stingy Miami defense. To win by 20 points is the biggest loss at home from the Miami Big Three since they got together. It shows you just how impressive this was. The last time they lost by, it was 15 was the old record to the Memphis Grizzlies last year. Well, earlier this year, should I say last season. What a win for the Knicks. What a confidence boost after beating the Bobcats in overtime without their crunch scorer in Melo to win there, then come to the Heat, win by 20, getting, 27 points from Raymond Felton, getting 18, I believe, 18 off the bench from Steve Novak, who hit 4 threes. J.R. Smith hit some big threes again. He didn't shoot very well, but his energy, his drive to the basket, getting the Heat in foul trouble, it kept them on their toes. Tyson Chandler was huge again down low. Rasheed Wallace gave some quality minutes on a defensive standpoint as a big man. And no, he didn't shoot well again, but they still teams respect him from long range enough to drag whoever the center was for the Miami Heat, whether it was Joel Anthony, Udonis Haslem, whoever their big man was, drag them away from underneath the basket. And on a note for the Knicks, Jason Kidd was a plus 31 in 32 minutes of action. His stats don't jump out at you. He wasn't the leading scorer. He didn't dominate the stat sheet like the old Jason Kidd, but a plus 31 shows you what floor general this guy is. I'm not saying the victory is all down to him, but it definitely helps these Knicks having someone like that on their team, a proven winner, someone that everyone in that locker room will respect. And this Knicks team have to be taken seriously. They still have Amare Shumpert to come back. Amare Stoudemire, I think, can have a really detrimental effect on this team unless he accepts a role off the bench, because Melo and Tyson Chandler are balling as a front court. And obviously Melo to come back. We know he won't disrupt them. They were balling before he got injured. They'll be just fine when he comes back. As for the Heat, it's not panic mode. It's not time to really, start biting the fingernails. But Wade doesn't look the same. And I have him in my fantasy team. He's killing me. Wade doesn't look the same. He shot 3 of 13 tonight. It wasn't a great output from him. Bosh looks great. Well, he has looked great. He's looked good all year. LeBron has been LeBron again after a double-double in the loss to the Wizards. He went for 31, 10, and 9 tonight. But it seems like teams are now playing him like they used to play Kobe and the Lakers. Let LeBron do what LeBron will do. Focus on the rest, and it will work. And it seems to be that it's having some relative success. Okay, it's only 2 games, a small sample size, but you've got to give credit where it's due to the Knicks and their defensive scheme. LeBron was huge, but absolutely no one else really gave him any substantial help. A great win for the Knicks. The Heat, they'll still be considered the best in the East by most, even though the Knicks have a very impressive record of 14-4. Their best start since 1995 when they got to the 94, when they got to the finals and they lost to the Houston Rockets. But a great game. The Knicks absolutely blew them out of the water. Several runs of 9-0, 9-0, 9-0. They were just raining threes. I believe they finished with 18 as a team. A great win. Mike Woodson has these boys coming to play, and Madison Square is finally excited about their team again. Just a phenomenal win. I still think OKC are the best in the league, and I still think the Grizzlies and the Clippers look really, really impressive. You can't forget the Spurs. You can't forget the Lakers, as bad as they have been. But I think the champion will come out of the West this year. I think the East is too up in the air. I think the Heat will actually go out in the Eastern Conference Finals, book it. But a great win for the Knicks. Really impressive show. Raymond Felton, what a game. And I'd love to know what you guys thought of it. Double Take Debate. Stay tuned.